Overlook the Basin Reserve as the World Cup returns to New Zealand's capital city for a crucial match today between India and the West Indies. Just beyond the Basin Reserve is the suburb of Newtown, where a good number of Wellington's Indian community live, and many of those people will be here to support their national team today. Hello everybody from Wellington, an absolutely crucial match for both teams today. India have 5 points from 5 games. They're currently in 4th place. The West Indies have 4 points from 5 games. They're currently in 6th place. And both teams really need a win today to make sure of qualifying for those semi-finals. So a lot at stake at this game today. Let's go to the toss now. Richie Richardson and Mohammad Azharuddin are the two captains today. Richie Richardson's decided that he will toss the coin, and Mohammad Azharuddin has called correctly, but he's decided that he's going to bat first. So let's take a look at the teams. Haynes and Lara to open for the West Indies. Richardson, Hooper, Arthurton, Logie. Phil Simmons comes into the side, a specialist batsman, also a medium pace bowler, replacing Malcolm Marshall today. David Williams is the wicket-keeper, then the 3 quick bowlers to finish off: Kirtley Ambrose, Winston Benjamin and Anderson Cummins completing the West Indies lineup. Here's the Indian team for today. Srikanth and Jadeja to go in first. Azharuddin, Tendulkar, Mandrake, Amray coming in to replace Cambley at number 6 in the order, a batsman replacing a batsman. Kapil Dev at 7, the all-rounder. Moore is the wicket-keeper to bat at 8. Prabhakar and Srinath are the pace bowlers, and Venkatapati Raju, the left-arm spinner, to complete the Indian lineup. So India to bat first, and it's going to be Chris Srikanth and Ajay Jadeja to open the batting for the Blues. And opening the bowling for the West Indies today, big Kirtley Ambrose, and sharing the new ball today in the absence of Malcolm Marshall is Winston Benjamin. India batting first against the West Indies at the Basin Reserve.
Jadeja getting the first runs of the game. Chris Srikanth waiting for his first run and beaten.
Yes, we're going to see here Benjamin just gets on that line. Look, just a little bit of away movement. The batsman looking, of course, to run it down between slip and gully, but luckily for him, no contact. And Benjamin really impressed me the other day there when he bowled. He worked out the lengths to bowl. His line was so good too. Off stump, just outside, gets a little bit of movement.
Yes, he was sensational, really. And the ball goes wide down the leg side. And as he came in close to the stumps, he knocked the bail off. And I'm sure that threw him off kilter. Jadeja playing behind point well. And that's going to race all the way to the boundary, I think. Lara's chasing it, but there's the first boundary of the game. Jadeja has taken his score to 5, and the Indian team are 10 for no wicket in the 3rd over. Turning fine. Cummins, but well run, Jadeja. Good pressure.
That's a fine straight drive. Long chase down the ground for Logie. He's very fast. And he gets rid of that ball very quickly. But all those 3, and perhaps with any other fielder might have been 4. Fine shot by Jadeja. He's got that away, down through mid-wicket. Arthurton after it, slowing up so he'll get to it. And they'll be looking for the 3rd. That's a good shot, over the top, and away it goes. Good shot by Srikanth, taking advantage of the fact that we're still in the 15 overs, and only 2 men can be outside the ring, and those 2 men are 3rd man and fine leg.
Yes, typical Srikanth. Anything up that he can get under, he will go over the top, and he likes that sort of freedom. He tends to like a little bit more roundabout off stump so he can smash it through and over the field, sometimes very square of cover. But that one going over mid-on, and a very good result.
Arthurton just missing the stumps. Would have been close. Keith Arthurton very fast in the outfield. The end of over number 12. It's 36 without loss.
Oh, just misses the outstretched hand, and that was very close, but one slip in just wide of him.
Well, I dare say Clive Lloyd been standing at slip, or Roger Harper. That might have been out, because they're about 7 foot nothing anyway. But that's the sort of stroke that brings you runs in one-day cricket. If there had been 2 or 3 slips there, well, that probably would have been out.
Yes, all flicked away. Good-looking shot here by Jadeja, and that touch and go out there. Well,
we'll have a look at that again. I don't think that would stand up to a steward's inquiry. I'm not certain that Atherton didn't flick that back when it was just over the line, but we'll see. I mean, in all honesty, he didn't think he did, so fair enough.
no, it was certainly close. Let's have a close look. Oh dear, but his foot was over the line when he flicked it back,
I think
wasn't it?
it was on the line, yes, but dear oh dear.
Oh, he tries to hook that one over the top. The ball wasn't really there to hit, but in the end he hit it reasonably well. And a little Gus Logie after it down there. All swung away. And Atherton down there fires it back. He's a good fieldsman right over the stumps. There's the 50 up for India. They haven't lost a wicket. And 16 overs have gone.
That's well played by Jadeja. He hit that very well indeed. Straight fine down to the long leg boundary. Gets his second boundary. He's 26. It's 55 for none. Jadeja in the air again, and he's out. Caught that mid-off. Winston Benjamin has the catch. Simmons has the first wicket. And Jadeja is caught by Benjamin. Bowled Simmons for 27. India are 56 for 1.
As we're going to see here, this ball was full. He just didn't get onto that. He straight to the fieldsman, standing 4 or 5 metres inside the circle. I think he was looking to hit that ball over that man there at mid-off, but just didn't get enough bat on it. But has done a good job.
So Jadeja leaves. He'll be replaced by Azharuddin, and it's 56 for 1 in the 18th over. And there he's on the way with a boundary, it looks like. Azharuddin just flicking the ball from Simmons, as Bob Kuhn has said, using the pace of the ball to get his first boundary. He's 4, and it's 60 for 1 after 18 overs.
Delicate deflection. As Richard was saying earlier, how risky these Indian players are, in contrast to risky. And that certainly was a shot played with all risks. Cummins. But too fast for him between the wickets is Azharuddin. 4 runs coming in the first over from Carl Hooper. And it's 76 for 1. One of those outstanding fielders, Keith Atherton, is on the cover boundary. Just a single. He's gone. Big appeal. Umpire Woodward has not given it, and Shrikant looked as if he was going to walk away. They cannot believe it, the West Indies. My goodness gracious.
No, they're very disappointed about that decision. Very disappointed indeed. However, let's watch it again. Well. Stevie Woodward, New Zealand umpire, has given it not out.
Just wide of the backward point, down towards the boundary. Ambrose down there as the batsman take 2. Struck that just over the head of the fielder again and again. They'll be looking for 2 as Cummins is brought into the action. Oh, that's a good shot. That'll go away. Cummins can't get this one. It's gone for 4, so the Indian batsmen are beginning to take toll of Philip Simmons. 7 overs, 1 for 37. The 100 is up at the end of the 27th over.
There he is, Simmons, somewhat gentle, slow medium, I suppose you'd describe him, Henry.
Like he's chewing, slow and rhythmical.
Oh, quicker ball out. flicked straight round the corner off a full toss, and Gus Logie takes a comfortable catch at square leg. So Srikanth is out for 40, and India have lost their second wicket.
Well, Srikanth never batted as he can. He had great trouble seeing the ball, finding where the length, and indeed in timing it. And in the end, after all this time, a full toss did it. That's Murphy's Law, if ever I saw it.
So, comfortable catch there for Gus Logie. India, their second wicket, 102 the score. And trying to give himself room. That's a good shot. And a long chase out there to no avail.
That was the shot of the day, to my mind. Beautiful. He made a bit of room, hit it, wristed it. A lovely oriental stroke.
Oh, an edge. He's dropped. David Williams alone behind the stumps. The keeper getting a thickish edge, but it was certainly catchable. Let's have another look at it. Tendulkar, the young man, and well, he certainly goes into his dives with enthusiasm. Sometimes, Henry, I think he overdoes it a bit, doesn't he? He almost overdives. Oh, what a good ball, and that is gone. And Tendulkar nicks that one. That was a superb delivery from Curtly Ambrose. It opened him up, it went away, it took the edge, and it flew through comfortably to Williams.
Well, no bowler in the world could produce a ball like that except Ambrose, and Tendulkar was made to look a selling plater in this over. What a gem of a delivery. And you could see there it took the edge, and justice was done for that drop catch. So the point score after this over reads Ambrose 10, Tendulkar no score. India 115 now for 3.
Play behind, he can play on the front foot. Might put a bit of pressure on here. They're going to come back, they'll have to hurry. It's tight, but they make it. Anderson Cummins is not the quickest of the West Indian fielders, and they put the pressure on him, and it was successful. Oh, he's hit that very fine. I think he'll beat Benjamin. He does. So with 8 runs coming from the over, the 35th over has been completed, 134 for 3. Welcome back to One World of Sport. The 36th over started with Carl Hooper bowling the first ball of the over. We'll just have a look at that. And it was stroked quite nicely down the mid-off by Mandrake. So there's Azharuddin picking up his 14th half-century in one-day internationals and acknowledging a lot of support from a great deal of the crowd, many of whom are Indian nationals.
An unusual shot to cause the dismissal of the Indian captain, Mohammad Azharuddin. A flat-batted shot down to long off.
Well, he hit it well, somewhat unlucky, but of course there's a big man out there in Ambrose to take that catch. But that's the end of Azharuddin, 61. 4 boundaries in that, batted 84 deliveries, but very unlucky. Had it gone a bit square, it would have gone for 4. But that's the 4th wicket down now, 166 for 4, India.
Cummins on his way. And he gets back to this one. Oh, this will be tight. Oh, if that had hit, he was gone. And they're going to pick up a second because there's overthrows, but that was pretty dodgy running from the Indians. Oh, a big one. It's high in the air. He could be gone.
Desmond Haynes under that.
He's gone. Desmond Haynes, the West Indian opener. Very comfortable catch in the end. And Kapil Dev trying to get on with the job. Doesn't get hold of that one as well as he might. And he's gone.
Yes, Daryl Desmond, he wasn't going to miss that. He hit it high on the bat, and up it went in the air. And Desmond Haynes backpedaling just a little bit. Had it well in goal. He took it so easily. He does. He's a marvellously safe pair of hands.
So West Indian supporters happy. 171 for 5. And quick single again. They'll have to hurry. He's hit and he's out. Well, that's good fielding. And the Indians in further trouble.
It had to happen, didn't it, sooner or later? One of them had to hit home base. They did then, and India really are losing their way. How many times has one said that in this conversation, this competition, and in this conversation, indeed, a side losing their way? But that was clearly out, as you can see there, not even in the frame.
So Mandraker, the man out. India in some trouble at 172 for 6. Cummins, the bowler. Oh, he goes for the big hit. He's hit it rather well. It won't. Yes, it will. It'll go all the way. Good hit. Strange-looking shot, but at 4 runs.
Yes, it was a hoik rather than a hook, wasn't it? You know what I mean.
Well, he decided to go for it, and the full follow through, and he hit it quite high. I thought it was going to pitch and stop for a moment, but it kicked on. It's in the air. He's gone. Hooper takes a catch, backward point or a deep gully position, and trying to get on with the job. Moray's hit it in the air, thick outside edge, and India lose another wicket.
Yes, this was, I suppose, inevitable. Had it gone a yard either way, it'd been through before. He found a Hooper, went straight to him, into his tummy. Hooper's a marvellous catcher, and that's the way it's going. India are losing their way, or have lost their way badly.
So 180 now for 7. Oh, he's hit it high in the air, but he's going to be caught. He is caught. So another Indian has gone, and Amre is out. Carl Hooper, the fielder, and more problems for India here at the Basin Reserve. So Curtly Ambrose strikes again in his last over. Amre trying to swing it away, succeeds in getting a thick top edge, really. Pretty straightforward catch to Carl Hooper, and on his way, 186 for 8.
Cummins to Prabhakar. That's a good shot. Oh, Atherton misses it badly. He did everything right except pick up the ball.
It's another example of sloppy fielding we see here. A lot of bat on this. He had to cover some ground, but he had the ball under control, really. Look at this. And that's just sloppy fielding at this stage in the game.
Prabhakar in the air, and he's brilliantly caught. Desmond Richardson just picks it up magnificently. And that's inspiration from the West Indies captain.
Yes, we're going to see here, Perry. He saw him give himself room, pushed it into the leg stump, so he changed his shot, and what a great catch that was. But good piece of bowling too by Cummins. Started to see the feet move and followed him.
So Prabhakar's out, caught Richardson, bowled Cummins for 8. It's 193 for 9 in the 49th over. One again, and I'm sure they'll look for the second here. Now Raju is really going to... Oh. The indication was that they wanted the Indian pair to have Srinath take as many as possible. But the difficulty for Raju was that he was going to have to run back to the bowler's end, and Phil Simmons had them lined up in his targets. Oh, it's in the air again, and this time Richardson can't quite make it. So a couple of runs. Oh no, it's going to be a run out. Well, what a mix-up at the end. Curtly Ambrose sized things up very well. There was a drop catch. Raju was dropped by Richardson. The ball went down towards Ambrose. They ran one, were looking for a second, and Raju not quick enough to get back to his ground, so one will be scored. And one added to Raju's score is all that the Indians can get. It's 197 all out in the 50th over.
Yes, we're seeing here, look, hesitation. The other guy, Srinath, almost lapped him, didn't he? It looked as if Raju wasn't even interested in that second run. But anyhow, he paid the penalty for not looking. And that's the end of the Indian innings.
So India all out for 197 with 2 balls left available to them. They were going so well with Azharuddin and Mandraker together, but Azharuddin was out for 61, and that made it 166 for 4 in the 43rd over. After that, a real collapse for India. 2 wickets fell on the 45th, then 1 each in the 47th, 48th, 49th, and finally, with Raju run out in the 50th over, India collapsing from 166 for 3 with 7 overs left to be all out for 197. The West Indies coming back into the game very well in the last 7 overs. And for the West Indies, it was Anderson Cummins, 4 for 33, who returned the best figures. All up, it was the pace bowlers who really did a great job for the West Indies. Curtly Ambrose, 2 for 24 from 10. Benjamin couldn't quite complete his 10 with the wicket falling in the last over. He didn't get a wicket, but he certainly did his job. Simmons and Hoop were a touch on the expensive side, and Arthurton had to bowl the 1 over to make up for the fact that Phil Simmons wasn't required to bowl his 10th and final. All right, so the flag of the West Indies cricket board fluttering quite considerably in this not inconsiderable Wellington win today. It's a southerly, it's pretty chilly. We're underway. Let's go to John Morrison and Henry Blofeld.
Thank you, Peter. First ball and of the West Indian innings, and through to the keeper, Moray. And Henry, a very gettable target, but they've still got to do the job, the West Indies.
This is right. They haven't been playing with any great conviction in this competition, and for most sides, you would say a target of under 200 was a doddle. But in one-day cricket, curious things can happen. Pressure can be built up and players can respond in a strange way. A crucial man is the man facing now, Desmond Haynes. He's so experienced.
Kapildev, oh, good shot by Desmond Haynes, giving himself a little bit of room, and that'll run away for 4.
And that's precisely why he's such a crucial figure.
Yes.
He's got the ability, he's got so much ability, he's got really the record for one-day cricket. 1600s, look at that stroke, beautifully played, marvellously placed.
Brian Lara, and oh, he's nearly slipped over here, and that was a near thing for Brian Lara. He was sent back by Desmond Haynes, who wouldn't have anything to do with it. He very nearly slipped over, but in the end he got back.
Yes, Amri very quick in then, wasn't he, to field that. But look at this. Ooh! And if that one had hit... No, I think he was back.
Yes, I think you're right. Well, he's hit that one. He's hit it very well. He's cracked it through the covers for 4. Well, frustrating for Prabhakar. He beats them all ends up on 2 or 3 occasions, then he gets banged for 4.
Well, if Lara was looking for that one, he most emphatically found it.
Yes.
Lovely shot, wasn't it? But again, not much footwork. It was eye and West Indian flair rather than technical accomplishment in terms of moving the feet and things like that.
Yes. Brian Lara cracks this one just wide of mid-on. My word, when he gets hold of it, it stays hit. He dices with death, but that was pretty effective.
He's jolly good on the front foot, isn't he? 2 great 4s he's hit in this match so far, off the front foot. One's off Kapildev then, and one's off Prabhakar.
And he clips it away again. There's more runs here. It won't go for 4, but they may get 3.
Tendulkar after that.
Oh, big hit from Brian Lara. He's got under this one, and that is about 8 rows back in the terraces.
Well, that was a marvellous stroke. It's always on. The left-handers play that shot much better than the right-handers. They the pick-up, and he hit it absolutely perfectly.
And again, Lara cracking in to a big drive, square of the wicket. The ball wasn't quite there to drive, but he went through with a shot, hit it square, and it's run away for 4 more. Coming round the wicket now. And bang, he goes again. Lovely shot by Lara. Found the gap through there. Long chase, but to no avail. And umpire Steve Woodward says that's 4 more. So Lara setting things alight. 33 for no wicket after 4 overs. Prabhakar. And again, he crashes into a beautiful square drive, Brian Lara. And that hits the point boundary like a rocket. So what can Prabhakar do? He's not a happy man. And that's clipped away, and that'll go away too for 4. It has. So Brian Lara really getting on with the job here. He's raced through to 35 of 22 deliveries. He's having a crack at everything. And Desmond Haynes into the act now. That's a super shot. A and that'll run away for 4. So some marvellous boundaries here at the Basin Reserve. Very entertaining batting, and the end of the over at 50 for no wicket.
He's over the top again. This time it's a much stronger hit. And Haynes will get to the boundary, I think. There's no chance for Raju. He's in the air and he's caught. Mandrake's got it. Magnificent catch by Sanjay Mandrake. And Haynes is gone. He's really falling to the urgent need for the West Indies to get as many runs as they can, preferably 103 from 15 overs. But he's gone, caught by Mandrake. Well kept it there for 16.
See this here, wide of the off stump. He really got onto that, and what a great catch there. It had almost knocked him off his feet, didn't it? I thought one of the hands could have come off with that catch, but he took it well.
So Haynes is out. The first West Indian wicket has fallen. Lara is still though and blazing there. He's 37 not out. It's 57 for 1, and we're still only in the 7th over. Well, Phil Simmons has got hold of that, and that's miles out of the ground. That's about 8 rows back. Well, there's Simmons going high, and he's going into empty spaces too. And it's going to be a 1-bounce 4.
That's beautifully played off the legs by Simmons. Fine striker of the ball. He gets 2 here. Srinath around from long leg. Raju out at third man. End of the over. The umpires are going to consult now. 11 overs gone. The West Indies only need 4 more to have a match out of it. They must, in this game, get the maximum points of 2 if they're to really remain in the competition. It hasn't got all that worse in the last, well, since the West Indies innings started. But their umpires, Randall and Woodward, consulting.
Doesn't look very good at all. And the umpires have in fact decided that play will be adjourned for a period of time anyway. And I venture to say, Tony, that once you come off in this weather, you certainly won't get back on with the way it is. So it's going to have to stop totally. And so the game is void at the moment. And Brian Lara, no doubt, is not happy. Stevie Woodward, the New Zealand umpire, has made the decision along with Steve Randell of Tasmania. And the players are off.
But it's certainly cleared up a little, and down towards the south it's a little lighter. That's where the weather's coming from, down towards Island Bay. And away he goes, he's out! Driving very loosely into the offside, and Lara's innings is over. He wasn't quite to the ball was moving away, got a thick outside edge, went straight to point, and he's gone.
Well, there we are. That was exactly what happened. His concentration had gone. The pause in the pavilion had upset Lara. He'd lost the momentum. He played rather a lazy stroke and was easily caught there. I think it was Mandrake who took the catch. And the score now 82 for 2.
And it looked like a big bat pad, that one. Phil Simmons coming looking for a single, but it's not there. He's sent back, and that's the end of the over. 84 for 2. Oh, good-looking shot. Lovely shot by Simmons. He stands up and cracks it into the offside. Oh, he's gone for that. It's gone incredibly high. He should be caught. And he is caught. Well, goodness me.
That was a wonderful catch by Tendulkar. It was absolutely what made it so amazing was the fielder next door to him did everything but run into him and upend him. It was a shocking piece of fielding by the chap who was out of my vision now, who was next door to him. He almost put him off, but Tendulkar concentrated very hard. A marvellous catch.
This went incredibly high. It really did go high. We're way up in the gods of the bandstand. It was up at our level, and Tendulkar was waving around underneath it. And didn't he do well? Oh, that was nerve-wracking stuff. And that's Simmons gone. 88 for 3. And hooking down the leg side, loud appeal. Umpire Steve Woodward. Oh, goodness me, he doesn't give too many, Steve Woodward, and the Indians aren't happy. Oh, he's dropped. Richardson tried to hit it away. Looked like he got the toe of the bat, and Shrikant stuck out a hand and dropped it.
There he goes again for it, and he's out this time. 3 times in a row he's tried to pull. Twice it came off the end of the bat. Once Shrikant dropped it, the next time he was very sure. No third chances for Richie Richardson, and the Indians have struck back. Richardson's caught Shrikant, bowled by Srinath for 3,
As we see here,
West
Peter,
Indies 98 for 4. Well, there's one of them. First ball he gets a run. And that's the 100 for the West Indies coming up in the 17th over. They're 100 for 4. Logie goes in the air down to square leg, and it does Srinath completely. That was sloppy fielding. He came around too casually, didn't account for the fact that the ball was almost certainly going to veer away from him, made no compensation, and conceded 4. Oh, that's a sloppy piece of fielding from one of the best players in the world. Maybe the knock on the head didn't do him any good at all, Sachin Tendulkar.
Yes, that was just a young fella being too casual, making it look too easy.
And Logie's going to be caught. Oh, that's a bad blow for the West Indies. Logie sweeping. He had a fall from Raju earlier, but this one went straight in the air, and he's gone. Moray made the catch. Raju's got the breakthrough. Logie out for 7. It's 112 for 5.
Well, as we said, Logie's a dasher, but just played that badly, didn't he? I mean, that, even if it hit that, I think it would have gone up on the onside, but that's a blow. The Indians will really be happy with that wicket. As I said, that 5 wickets down, they still want 80-odd runs.
Oh, he goes over the top. He hasn't hit it that well, but pretty well. It's holding up, but it makes it. Actually, went a little further than I initially thought. Got some reasonable height. There's no one deep there, so 4 runs to Hooper. Oh, he's gone again. It's in the clear. It's gone high. It hasn't got a lot of distance, but will it make it? Oh, just made it. That really pitched and stopped, but it just had enough on it. Oh, and he's nibbled that one very fine, and that'll run away for 4 more. So a very fruitful over from Hooper and the West Indies point of view.
Driving beautifully down to long on, and that's 4. Once it beat Keppel-Dev, it was always going to race over this outfield, and that's a lovely shot from Keith Atherton. He's 37 now. It's 166 for 5. Hooper driving in the air, and Keppel-Dev can't hold it. Well, I don't think it really matters, but that's disappointment for Srinath, and disappointment for Keppel-Dev and for Mohammad Azharuddin.
That's his 50. Well played, Keith Atherton. So his 4th half-century in one-day internationals, and I'd say his best. Really has played beautifully for his 50, and what an important innings it has been. And now a lovely, bright, sunny afternoon, and here's an overthrow, the deflection from the stumps. Rather a needless return from Tendulkar, and 2 more runs to Atherton.
they've got one here, and that's a good shot. That's a lovely shot by Atherton behind point, and that leaves 1 run to win.
So Atherton really leading the way here for the West Indies. Going to be a difficult player of the match award here, whether they go with the West Indian bowler. The bowlers really did very well to restrict India to their score of 197, or whether Keith Atherton will be the one who will get it. The bowler is Jadeja. And the West Indies have won. So that completes the West Indies victory. 195. Keith Atherton finishes unbeaten 58. Carl Hooper 34. They came together with the innings wobbling at 112 for 5. The West Indies had lost 4 wickets in the space of 31 runs when these two came together. And in the sunshine here at the Benson Reserve, the West Indies have won and have maintained their interest in the competition.
And Lara got them well ahead of the asking rate, and even though there was a short break for rain, it became in the end a very simple task for the West Indies. 195 finished up being their target score in 46 overs. A few hiccups when they were 112 for 5 when Logie was out, but Atherton and Hooper took them home. Kapil Dev and Prabhakar really took a hammering early on. Venkatapati Raju, the left armour, did well. There was a couple of wickets for Srinath, but the other bowlers used for India were really just part-timers and were not too economical today. So the West Indies have played this match very well. They came back into it when India looked like getting a big score, and the West Indies, with that blazing start given them by Lara and Haynes, despite the hiccups, in the end cruised home to victory. A good win for the West Indies, and it's a bad situation for India. They've got troubles to get to the semi-finals with tough matches against New Zealand and South Africa still to come. But let's get the after-match comments now from the two captains, Richie Richardson and Mohammed Azharuddin. I take it then that there was a real enthusiasm, real determination in your team today.
Yeah, most certainly. We realise we haven't been playing all that well, and we're capable of playing much better than we've been playing. And we psyched ourselves up. Last night we had a very serious meeting. I mean, we always have serious meetings, but last night was something different. You know, really got hard on everybody. You know, and this morning we continued with the same sort of attitude, and it paid dividends.
But at one stage it seemed as if India was cruising along quite nicely, weren't they? They got to 160 odds.
Yeah, well, they batted pretty well, but I always thought that we were in the game because it's a pretty easy wicket, and they never really got away. They were always like, you know, just around the 4 runs and over, and I thought that once we could restrict them to just over 200, we would have a chance on that wicket.
All right, and Anderson Cummins and the pace bowlers in general with Curtly Ambrose and Winston Benjamin did the job for you today.
Yeah, the guys bowled exceptionally well, and well done to Andy. I thought he bowled well. He stuck to his line, and he got the results.
I guess it's a case of so close, but not close enough today.
Yeah, we didn't bat very well in the beginning. I mean, we had a very good chance. We had 7 wickets in hand and 10 overs to go, and we just mucked it all. You know, we kept losing wickets at regular intervals, and we just didn't put a very good total. And I thought Brian Lara played very well in the first 15 overs. That was the main difference, I thought.
Have you got any particular explanation or reason why your batting fell away today?
There's no explanation, because the guys have got to realize, they have to do. It has been a problem for a long time, and I thought we were starting to play well in the last couple of games, but today it was not the best way we have done.
What about your own batting form today? Because you're really delightful. We all thought, with the lovely wristy flicks and deflections to keep the score ticking over.
Yeah, I thought I was hitting well, but I had to take a chance at that very stage, because we were running out of overs. And I was a set batsman, but it's just one of those things, where once a wicket falls, we kept losing wickets.
All right, now to Dunedin for India, game against New Zealand. In fact, you've got a tough draw to finish, haven't you? South Africa to finish off your preliminary round.
Oh yeah, we've got a couple of tough games now. We've got to be mentally tough now, and then make sure that we win both the games, which is very, very important to stay in the competition.
So you're still very confident you can make the last 4, and who knows what will happen after that?
Oh yeah, you can never say. You can never say.
Indeed, you can never say no. Azza, thanks for talking to us, and see you in Dunedin on Thursday.
Thanks, Peter.
We hope it warms up a bit down there.
I hope so. Thank you.
And with us now is also the man who's been selected as the man of the match, West Indian fast bowler Anderson Cummins. And Anderson, your selection has been made by Bevan Congdon, former New Zealand captain. $500 for you, and also the player of the match medal from the Benson and Hedges company. So congratulations to you. 4 for 33 it was off 10 overs. You must be really delighted. Your best figures in one-day internationals, were they or not?
No, actually my best figures were against India again at Brisbane, 5 for 31 in World Series, so I've done pretty well against them in the past.
You're a relative newcomer to top cricket, I understand. Was it just last year you came into the Barbados side for the first time?
No, I actually started for Barbados in 1989.
Okay.
And I had an operation in 90, which kept me out for a year, and I played my first full season in 91.
Right.
And then after that, I was selected to tour Sharjah, and then Pakistan and Australia for the World Series, and now World Cup.
All right, what was your approach, your philosophy bowling on that particular wicket out there today?
Well, the way the wicket looked to me, it looked like it was going to be a bit slow, so I decided just to, hold the off-stump line and try to get the ball to go away. And it did that, pretty much, and I kept a pretty good line, and it went all right.
So at the end of this match here at the Benson Reserve in Wellington, let's take a look at the Benson and Hedges World Cup points table. New Zealand on top, 5 from 5, and their next match is against India in 2 days' time. England have 9 points. They don't have the perfect record because of that one result. South Africa have 6. West Indies are now up into 4th place with 6 points, 3 wins from 6 games. India are struggling. Tough games, as I mentioned, for them against New Zealand and South Africa. Australia still have a chance of reaching the semi-finals. They've got to play well, though, but it appears as if Pakistan are out of it and Zimbabwe most certainly are out of it. So that's it from the Benson Reserve here in Wellington. A convincing win in the end of the West Indies. They've played well and shown their best form of the tournament since their opening 10-wicket victory against Pakistan. India have some hard work to do. The West Indies, though, appear to have their cause back on track for a place in the semi-finals. That's it.